February 1945, the final months of World War II. Off the coast of Burma, today's Myanmar, a small tropical island became the stage for one of the most horrifying stories in military history. A nightmare that joined the desperation of men with the savagery of nature. The Crocodile Massacre of Ramree Island. In 1942, the Imperial Japanese Army seized Ramree Island, a key position on the Bay of Bengal. Three years later, the British launched a massive assault to take it back and build an air base for the Allied advance. The battle was short, but brutal. Surrounded and outgunned, roughly 1,000 Japanese soldiers retreated inland into a dense mangrove swamp stretching for 10 miles. They had no idea they were walking into hell. The British called for surrender. The Japanese refused. Bound by their code of honor, they stepped into the swamp, carrying their wounded, their rifles, and their pride. They faced tropical diseases, venomous insects, thirst, exhaustion, and despair. The mangroves were thick, the mud was endless, and the real enemy was waiting beneath the surface. As darkness fell, the British heard screams in the distance, then gunshots, and strange guttural sounds echoing through the night. From the water came heavy splashes and roars. British naturalist Bruce Stanley Wright, who witnessed the aftermath, described it years later.
That night was the most horrible any man could imagine. The crocodiles, drawn by the noise of battle and the scent of blood, gathered among the mangroves, eyes just above the water, waiting for their next meal. As the tide fell, the giant reptiles moved in, dragging the living, the wounded, and the dead alike beneath the murky water. The swamp became a moving graveyard.
When dawn came, the sight was beyond description. Bodies floated among the roots. The water was stained with blood and mud. Of the 1,000 soldiers who entered the swamp, barely 520 made it out alive. The rest had vanished. The Guinness Book of World Records would later describe it as the greatest disaster involving animals in human history. Historians still debate the details. Some claim the story was exaggerated, that disease, gunfire, and drowning killed most of the men, and the crocodiles simply fed afterward. But for those who heard the screams that night, there was no doubt. Nature had taken its revenge. The Battle of Ramree Island did not change the course of the war, but it remains one of its darkest memories. A brutal reminder that even amid the machines and madness of mankind, nature still rules the battlefield. And in that swamp of death, the saltwater crocodiles reigned supreme, waiting for their next feast.